Hey guys, it's Michaela. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. I'm so excited for today's video because I'm going to be sharing with you all the different ways that I am planning my life in 2020. I've changed up a few things, I've added a few things, but some of it has stayed the same, and I kind of just wanted to give you guys an overview of how I'm incorporating digital planning along with my planner and everything. And so I just thought it would be a really great way for me to share with you all these things, and hopefully it inspires you or helps you with your planning for this year. If this is the first time you're clicking on one of my videos, hello, welcome. I hope you guys enjoy this and stay a while by subscribing. Also, I did want to mention, this kind of goes for everyone and every creator that you watch. Be sure to turn on post notifications because YouTube is changing the way they push subscription box content, and so it's not going to be in chronological order. It's kind of randomized, and YouTube is like guessing what you want to see. So if you like seeing my videos, but if you like seeing other people's, make sure you have those notifications on so YouTube actually puts our videos in front of you guys so you can see them and you don't miss any. So just wanted to mention that if you haven't heard that already, because it's really important and it's really annoying. But yeah, so do that if you actually care to see this content. I'm gonna start off with my planner because this is my classic go-to way that I like to organize my life, but I have mentioned this so many times on my channel that I'm going to keep this fairly brief. You guys know, if you've watched me, I love my Day Designer so very much. I believe this is my third year having one. They are just beautiful planners and they're very sturdy, and I love the fact that each day has its own page. I really like that because I'm a huge to-do list maker and I need the space to write. I also have really big writing. So a Day Designer is definitely like my go-to planner. If you guys are like me, you want that like calendar spread along with the daily spread, definitely recommend this. There's also some fun things to do at the front, and also just like some note pages and a place that you can put your dinner ideas and like your top 3 of the day. I like having all those things to fill out because I like writing. So yeah, this is my Day Designer. I will have a link to this exact design down below. I love the floral and the green. It is so pretty and so my aesthetic for this year, so very happy with that. It also has a folder in the front and it has stickers, and I had stickers that I didn't even use last year, so I put them all together. They're all gold, so they all match, so I put those in the front to actually utilize. And then this is my monthly spread. I will do a close-up so you guys can actually see this better. But I basically go in here, and anything that I write that is not permanent, I write in pencil because I want to make sure that I can erase it if it changes or if something changes. I'm really adamant about that because I hate when you write something down in pen and then you have to like white it out or something because it's not correct. So I always write everything in pencil until it becomes permanent. And so I like to go in and I've utilized the stickers to write out when my dance classes are, my dance training, as well as I like to highlight to keep things organized as well. I've kind of played around with different variations of how I like to organize my monthly spread, but the best thing for me right now is just to highlight in different colors. So the only things that I actually have highlighted on here are work related, and so those are highlighted in pink. As you can see, I've utilized some of the stickers just to try and use them up. And then on the left-hand side, I've actually decided to write out some goals for this month, and I think I'm going to continue this when I go to do my monthly spread every month. And I should have mentioned that, I don't write out my monthly spread until the beginning of the month. I go in and kind of write out everything that I have planned already, add birthdays, that kind of stuff, and then utilize that month. I don't do the whole planner at one time, if that makes sense. Anyway, getting back to the goals. So for January, I just wrote down 3. The first one is no buying clothes, makeup, or any product I have similar. I am really guilty of buying products just because I like to repurchase things that I like versus using something new or something I already have in my stash. And so I'm really gonna try this year to use up a lot of my products and just kind of stick within my stash, because you guys know I have a lot of product and I really do need to use them up instead of buying new. So that's a big goal, not only for January, but just for the rest of the year. We ate out so much in December that I'm really trying to stick to only eating out once a week for the month of January. This is going to be kind of hard because I love eating out. I love ordering DoorDash and ordering in and stuff. It's so easy. And I'm just honestly really lazy when it comes to cooking right now. So that is kind of why I have that goal, but it's really important that we stick to that. And the last goal I have on here is less sugar, carbs, and alcohol, because I indulged heavily and I have not danced in a month, and it's catching up to me, and I really want to cut back on all of those things. So those are my 3 goals that I have written on the left hand side, and then that's pretty much it. I don't really have too much going on in January. If you saw my December calendar, like, it would be insane, but I'm keeping it pretty tidy and slow for the month of January. Nothing really has been added, but that is pretty much it for my monthly spread. So I will quickly show you what a typical day in my planner looks like. On the right hand side is where I put my full to-do list, and I generally write this out the night before just to keep everything organized. And honestly, I get really excited and I get really anxious the night before if I have a lot to do and I haven't written it down, so it's nice to just get that out and get it done. Up at the top, I have my dinner filled out, so we had pulled chicken that night, and what I spent on groceries. I'm really trying to keep track of my finances in a very organized way this year, so I did want to write out everything that I spend in a day at the top and use that section wisely. Up here is today's top 3, so I wrote out top work things that I had to get done, and then there is like an hourly schedule you can write out. I don't generally use this area just because I don't really block out my day hourly or schedule that out unless I'm having like a super busy day, but I just kind of use this for other things or roughly map it out. And then at the bottom I just had things that I wanted to get done that evening. So that is pretty much my planner. This year I'm going to be using my planner more so for like personal things, social activities, dance things, and obviously my to-do list will include work things, but for my work schedule, you guys will see later on in the video that I'm not really using this planner. I am going to be writing out like my uploads and all that kind of stuff because I like to have it in multiple places, but for going forward, I do want to have most of my like work stuff digitally organized, so you guys will see that in a sec. But that is my planner. Love it to bits. She's so cute, and I just love her, and I love starting a new planner at the beginning of the year. It feels so good. I'm gonna be kind of jumping around a little bit in this video, but the next thing I wanted to talk about to organize my life that I love using, and again, it's something I've talked about, so apologies if it's redundant, but I love the Google Keep app. If you guys don't have this app on your phone, you definitely need to get it. It is so flipping cool. I will bring a little, I'll move over so you guys can see it up here. I love this app so much because you can make a bunch of to-do lists. I love that this is basically your to-do list on the go. Also, you can collaborate with other people. So Cody and I actually have a shared grocery list, which is really great. So if one of us is going to the store, the other person just can go in quickly and add what they want, or vice versa. And it's just really great way to keep organized and just know what you have and not overbuy when you're at the grocery store too. I just really like having this app. It's super quick. I generally like to make to-do lists and packing lists and different things for when I travel, and instead of just like using up paper and, you know, not having it with you on your way home, you can write out your to-do list, or your packing list rather, have all the items, and then when you are coming home, you can go back to that checklist and make sure that you have everything that you need to come home with too. So I really like utilizing this app. It's great for on the go. I love that you can color coordinate it, and it's a really great app, and I find myself staying very organized using it. And last thing before we get into the digital organization, I wanted to mention my notebook. I utilize notebooks all the time, but this is like my main bitch. She is my go-to notebook for literally everything that I don't want to put in my planner or digitally. For instance, I have the whole layout for this video written down and highlighted and everything and just categorized. I put all of my video ideas, any script stuff, or like lists for things. If I'm doing like a favorites video, this is where that list will go. And just like future video ideas. At the beginning of the year, I even did like a YouTube ideas for 2020 as well as IGTV, and just having this like as a master list physically written down is so nice, and I can go and just cross them off once I have them complete. And I love having one notebook with everything. I also love the fact that this notebook is like really big, so love this. And I'm like I have like a few pages left, like a section, but I utilize this really well, and I love it. It's so great to have just one main notebook to have everything, and it's kind of fun to keep. I feel like this is like a memory thing because it has ideas from back in like 2018 as well. I've now changed positions and I got my laptop out because we are going to be talking about how I like to digitally organize my life. And this is something that's new to me this year. I was kind of against all digital planning for some reason. I just wanted to stick with my planner for the past couple of years. But now that I've gotten into this because of dance, we have all of our schedules and stuff through Google Calendar. I've gotten more into it. So I really like utilizing it, again, like I said, for work stuff. So the way that I like to plan out my month on Google Calendar is I put all of my YouTube stuff in pink, and so this usually includes when I'm filming a video and when I'm posting a video, and it's really great at the beginning of the month to go in and just plug in all of the YouTube videos that I want to get done and just kind of see where they all lie, if I need to move anything, and that way I can I don't have to do the whole pencil writing out and erasing thing. It's really nice to just move things. I also put events and stuff in here as well, just so I remember. This is like now my place where I go if I need to remember something. It has to be in this calendar. Also too, for Instagram, if I have something that I want to post, like an IGTV video or a sponsored thing, I will put that in yellow. Not typically when I'm going to be shooting the content, but mostly just posting so I can see if it's like too close to something or if it's not going to work, that kind of thing, or just, you know my deadlines. So that is pretty much it. I do have some social stuff here in green if it's like, important to know, and appointments and stuff. I don't necessarily like how you can only get the like full color if it's like an all day thing. I really wish there was an option for that because it looks so much nicer when it's all color blocked like that. So anyway, that's pretty much how I like to utilize my Google Calendar. I really like this. Again, I can put something in on my phone. Makes it really easy to kind of convert and see this from any desktop or any phone, if that makes sense. And it's great for on the go when you don't have your planner with you. Okay, now moving on to the fun part. I am so passionate about Google Sheets, you guys. I love this so much, and I have used a Google Sheet that I came up with for the past like 3 or 4 years for documenting my income with YouTube and also brand deals and all that kind of stuff, and it just helps me stay so organized. I've actually sent this exact spreadsheet to a couple of friends for them to utilize as well because it has like formulas and stuff built in. So let's go ahead and have a look at this. So the top section here is for all of the brand deals. So that is a mix of YouTube and Instagram. So after I have all the brand deal information put in as well as the type of content, so I usually put like one Instagram post along with a couple stories just so I have it documented and what I need to complete. I move on to the amount section. That is obviously the amount that I'm going to be paid for the brand deal. And then the next section is minus my manager's cut. And so that is a formula that I put in to deduct that, and so I don't have to do it every single time. Once it's complete, I can go in and check it off in the done section. I do also like to make sure that I have the date that I posted the content for reference for future. Makes my life a lot easier. And then also the date that I got paid for it for taxes. So that is kind of the first section. On the right hand side, you guys can see that there's a lot of colors. And so this is my monthly income from YouTube that I like to document. And all the colors actually will help me translate the other portion, if that makes sense. So for January, it's pink. And so any brand deals that I get in January, I will have pink. And then when I get something in February, I will change that to yellow. And so it just kind of goes down throughout the year. And then that way I can see like what month certain things were in. It's been a great way to organize everything, and I really, really enjoy that. And then that is also a formula. So at the end, it does have a total, and that automatically adds once I put in the number. And then at the bottom, there is just a couple more formulas. Obviously the total income, so the stuff that I've made from brand deals and things like that, and my monthly income, that can go in that section, and just like different totals and stuff. So that is pretty much how I like to organize my income for YouTube and Instagram. And I really like this system. It's very pretty. I changed the colors this month or this year, so it looks really cute. And so that is that. Moving on to my next Google Sheet. This one is for YouTube. So I actually got a free trial for this super cool program. And I got to thinking after the free trial was done, I was like, I don't really want to pay for this when I could probably just make a spreadsheet that does the exact same thing in Google Sheets. That way it's connected to my income, it's all right in one place. And it took a little bit of like sorting, but it was really fun and I really enjoy this stuff, so it was totally fine, and I really like the way it turned out. So I do have some examples in here so you guys can actually see how I utilize this. So obviously for the content section, I put any content that I want to post, any ideas, kind of just like my plan for the month essentially. And you guys will see that a couple things are, well, I guess the Bumble thing is highlighted in blue. So that means it is sponsored, and so all of my sponsored content for YouTube will be highlighted. I also include the video title, what platform. Obviously it's all mostly going to be YouTube, so that doesn't really change. The status. So this was a really tricky thing to figure out, but I really like the way it worked. So basically I have a drop down menu and it has different sections. So it has basically assigned, planned, filmed, edited, uploaded, and live. So obviously different content is going to be at different stages. Lots of these things have already been posted on my channel, so that is why they are obviously changed to live. And then the how I organize my life, this video you guys are watching right now, this is planned, but I can go ahead and now switch this to filmed. And so once I have it filmed, I change it, and once I have it edited and uploaded, that way I can see where and what stage all of my content is at. Makes it really easy. And then obviously I have the due date, the upload date, and if it's sponsored or not, what the sponsor is, and when it's complete, I get to do a little check mark at the end, which is very satisfying. So that is pretty much how I use this spreadsheet to organize my YouTube content. I'm really excited about this. Hopefully this is like helpful to you guys even if you're not content creators. I feel like if you're a freelancer of any sort, or even just have like a side job or a side thing you guys are working on, I feel like something of this nature could be really useful to you. The last little section that I wanted to share with you guys is very similar to the last one, but that is my Instagram content. So obviously Instagram is a little more organic and takes a little bit less planning because you just take a picture, you edit it, add a caption and post it. But obviously I do have some sponsors on Instagram and I need to be organized with that content as well. So having a look, I post a lot more on Instagram than I do YouTube, so that's why there's a lot more filled out here. But I just have all the content that I do want to be aware of. So I have, as you can see, some sponsored posts that have gone live. I'm able to change the platform from Instagram feed. What are the four options? There's Instagram feed, Instagram stories, Instagram video, and IGTV video. So I love posting on IGTV and I think it's very important. I love it. It's so much fun. So I want to make sure that I have that in my schedule as well. So some things that I want to film for IGTV, put the ideas in here, change the status, that kind of stuff. And you guys can see on here that I have the Trader Joe's one that has already gone live. I've added Instagram stories for that. And then a secondary platform is, yeah, the same basic options: stories, feed, video, IGTV. That is mostly for sponsored posts. If there is two different elements that I need to remember to post for that particular brand deal, then I have both options and I can have it in here. The status is the exact same as the last, so if I have it live, if I have it planned, if I have it edited, all that kind of stuff. The due date, again, that's kind of just me being able to set my own deadlines. Sorry, my own deadlines, and then also if there is a brand deadline as well. And then the upload date, was it sponsored, and then a good old check mark at the end. So that's a look into how I'm organizing my Instagram, my YouTube, and my income for this year. Again, the YouTube part and the Instagram part are new to me, and I really like it. I think it's going to be a really great place for me to keep all of my work stuff in one area and also be able to connect to it from anywhere. Obviously Google Drive is accessible from all of your like iPads and laptops and phones and everything, so I can always check things on the go and change things, which is really, really nice. And I love that because I don't necessarily like carrying around my planner all the time. And I just really like the colors and everything, and I find it really, really fun to organize. So hopefully you guys liked seeing a little peek at this. I can't believe I've like never really shared the income thing. I've been doing it for so long, and I really like the system that I have. I know that there's some creators out there that just like maybe don't have a good way because it is kind of difficult and there's always so much going on, that having a system is like kind of important, especially when you're freelancing of any sort. So hopefully you guys found this useful. So those are pretty well all the ways that I'm going to be organizing my life in 2020. I'm very excited. I love setting all of these things up at the beginning of the year because it feels so good to have like a plan and just know where you can find certain things and just keep everything either digitally or physically organized in this way to keep your life on track. It feels really good, and I hope you guys either found a new way to organize, you're gonna try something new, or you just got inspired to kind of pick up your planner again if it's been a while. So I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Have a great day. Bye.